Hello there. In this video, we'll be creating a blog from scratch. We'll be going from generating ideas to research and eventually creating a content. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Now, as you can see, I'm on the LongShot dashboard. And the first thing we do is we look for some inspiration, some ideas. So let me expand this column. And as you can see, there's this thing called templates. Click on it and you'll see all these standalone features. Now let's jump to blog ideas. By the way, you can also jump right here, so you can see all these different features. Of course, we'll be using these features to create content, but first, travel tips. I mean, this sounds cool. Maybe add another keyword, travel hacks. I mean, if you want to write about traveling, so you can basically search ideas for that, or you can also input any topic ideas. I mean, you want to talk about content, maybe finance. Maybe lifestyle, these different themes, you can totally look into that. So talking about a topic, 10 easy travel hacks that will make your life easier. Let's choose this one. I mean, I love listicles. I mean, everyone loves listicles. So why not explore listicle? So yeah, we've done our ideation. We've looked at some ideas, some inspiration. Of course, you can keep on generating different ideas. Make a list of those ideas, but yeah, time to jump into some research. We have the SEMrush integration. I copied the idea, so what I'll do is I'll just look at these keywords. Travel hacks, I mean, you can remove this bit. So travel hacks works as well, I mean, if you want to look into that. So yeah, we've chosen a country as the region as United States. You can see that the volume is 5.4K, and here are the keywords. So since my account is a free account and I'll get access to just top 10 keywords, so what I'll do is I'll just simply select all these keywords. I mean, let's just add all of them, right? So we have added them to list. Now if I go back, you can see that this list has been created. Travel hacks. Of course, you can research other keywords and you can find out all these different keywords and the intention, their volume, and KD. So yeah, we have this topic, and now what we do is let's jump to some blog creation. Let's jump right to it. The easiest way is just start the blog wizard. Like, you can jump right to the blog wizard. Just click on it, and what will happen is it'll take you to the research, and of course you can see the steps over here: the research, headline, outline, niche, and eventually the editor. And if you jump to open editor, you'll jump right to your editor. So let's go step by step. I mean, this is the easiest way. If you're just starting out, it's better. It's recommended that you start from the blog wizard. It'll guide you step by step. Okay, the first thing is the research, and what we do is we enter our topic. Let's put in travel hacks 2022. And I'd like to optimize the blog for, we have the idea we chose earlier, travel hacks that will make your life easier. Let's keep it this, travel hacks to make your life easier. Choose a search engine country. You have all these different options. You can choose a relevant country where you want your content to rank. We are good with US, and similarly for languages, you have 8 different languages. You can choose whatever is relevant. We'll keep with English. So click on search, and you'll get all this information over here. That was pretty fast. It said 2 minutes. I think it took just a couple of seconds. So yeah, for this topic, you can see the research optimization. You're looking at least 28 H tags. Average word count is 2,000 words, almost 2,000 words. And the readability score is 70. You'll find all these details inside the editor. Of course, you have these things. The topic has been mentioned over here. Then you have the optimize for. Now what you need to do is you need to select or add context. Now context is basically providing AI with the ideas. Like, if you want to write about travel hacks, what exactly inside travel hacks do you want the AI to write for? So providing better context, that's what it's all about. So let's select relevant stuff, travel hacks, airport hacks, of course, travel hacks, packing, best travel hacks for flying. Let me remove this one, travel hacks to save money. Of course, saving money, packing. You can select this as well. And now jumping to popular subheadlines. These are the subheadlines from the top ranking SERP articles. You can top 10, 20 articles. You'll find all the top popular subheadlines for these for this keyword, for this topic. Of course, you can choose whatever is relevant to you. But please know, yeah, you'll find all these popular subheadlines inside and further as well. So let's choose one of them. Let's see which ones. Avoid traveling on bottleneck days. Okay, stress-free travel within reach. Use a dedicated travel credit card. I mean, that's a good tip. Travel with only carry-on luggage. That's even a better tip. I mean, you don't want to travel if you're traveling for longer days. You don't want to travel with lots of luggage. So yeah, top questions. You have Quora, you have Google, and you have Reddit. Choose whatever's relevant. The best travel hacks in the US. I mean, if you're targeting the US, then of course target the US. Cheapest way to travel in 2022. That's a cool question. We can probably answer that. These are the different travel hacks. These are the questions basically which people have searched or found. So looking at Reddit, you have these questions, so we can look into them later. Of course, you'll find these things inside the editor as well. These are the fact sheets. So these are the different facts which you can find for this topic. So I mean, whenever you're talking about relevant, travel hacks for 2022, you can look at these different facts which have been added to the top articles. You can click on it and it'll like take you to this article, and you can look for inspiration, or maybe you want to add some fact. You can do that. So we have added context. Maybe we can add a couple more things. Travel with a portable charger. That's a cool point. Sign up for travel credit cards. I mean, that's always also mentioned. Travel hacks for kids' parents. Travel during the cheapest month. That's a good one. Travel during off season. I mean, this is just providing AI with context, right? You can add up to 5,000 characters. Once you're done, just click on next. You'll jump over to headline. You have three options: CTA based headlines, descriptive. I mean, how to kind of stuff. Then you have listicles. Everyone loves listicles, so why not? You have all these different suggestions. 10 amazing travel hacks that will help you save money in 2022. Okay, we have these options. What we can do is we can let's select this one, and of course if you're not happy, you can ask again, ask the AI to generate. You can find the headline over here, but yeah, till then, okay, this one's good as well. Okay, let me choose this one. Okay, you can edit if you want. You can edit the headline, or when you're done, just click on next. So now comes the time for generating or selecting the outline. These are your H2s and H3s, H4s for your blog. What you do, select the number of outlines you wish to generate. So at a time you can generate 10 outlines. So I'll just ask the AI to generate. And though you can generate 10, but inside the editor you can go up to 50, 60. You can go as much as you want. So first is looking at the competition. These are some of the top ranking articles. I mean, this, as you can see, this is the #1 ranking article for this keyword or the topic, travel hacks 2022. You can look into these articles. You want to select a relevant headline or subheadline. You can simply like for instance, be flexible. You can just add these different points. Loyalty pays off. You wanna optimize your content based on these different points. You can look into these. So these are your top ranking articles. Just select relevance outlines. I'm just selecting them randomly, and you'll find all of these inside your blog editor. So this is for the competition. For those who wish to write like similar to your competition, you can explore this feature. But if you want to generate look at AI generated headlines, you can also look into that. And that is pretty cool. Let me just remove some of these headlines. I've selected a ton of them. Let me remove the ones with the number. Okay. You have these. Okay, these are cool outlines. Of course, you can add your own if you want. You can totally like input whatever one you want to customize, and these are these. But if you want to look at the AI generated, of course, it's the same procedure, right? You can just select these subheadings. Of course, just add them up. You can find all these outlines over here. You're not satisfied, you want to generate some more. Of course, click on generate again, and again you have this outlines. So after you've done selecting this thing, just click on next, and you'll jump to the niche. So now after this is like the final step before you jump to the editor. You got to select a relevant niche. Why a relevant niche? I mean, of course, AI can write about everything, but if you tell AI that you specifically want to jump into the travel niche, which the AI has a lot of information about, it gives it a better context, right? So it's always better you want to look at a particular niche. So for this article, you can look at this. We have a particular niche. Of course, we have this travel niche. You can add it. Of course, you can also edit it inside the editor. And once you're done, just click on next, and now you jump to your editor. Voila, just give it a few seconds, and here you go. I mean, we chose 10 of these as a number, but I'm pretty sure this is much more than 10. So just giving you a brief overview, we have the general section over here. You can select the relevant niche. You have different niches over here. We have the travel niche selected. Performance indicator, of course, this is a semantic SEO feature, which we'll also explore in this video. You have the word count, your readability score. And yeah, I mean, if you want to look at the popular keywords which are used by the top ranking articles or whatever, I mean, you're talking about travel hacks, right? So that is something which you'll find over here, right? So travel hacks. These are the popular keywords for this particular keyword. So you might want to add these keywords to your list. I mean, you can see the range as well. You have used it once. You can use it like 2 to 10 times. These are the ones used by top articles. Then you have the SEMrush. I mean, you have all these top keywords over here, right? So again, you can totally use these keywords right inside. You have the popular keywords over here, and then you have this ones by SEMrush right over here. And of course, you have the research section, which again, if you look over here, we have the research section. Pretty similar, right? Fact sheets. You can look at all the facts. If you click on advanced, you can, of course, you want to search or fetch facts for a particular point. You can, of course, like if you want to talk about loyalty pays off, maybe not so relevant. Let me remove this bit. Maybe remove the top 2 points. Let's keep it short. Yeah, so if you want to talk about booking accommodation or maybe something along those lines, and you want the AI to generate facts, just input that data, and AI will suggest all the facts, and of course you can link them to that article. Then you have the questions. You're running short out of ideas. You don't know what to write about. Just you have like Google, you have Quora, and you have Reddit. Just write for them. And similarly for subheadings. So these are your popular subheadings. And also your competition. So of course you can, if you're missing something, you can totally like click on them, and it'll get copied. So what you can do is again, it's pretty simple. You can just jump over here and add it. That's how easy it is. So yeah, I mean, this is your research section. You can totally research for some other topic as well. But yeah, jumping to general section again. Generating content, right? What's the first thing we do is generate an introduction for our blog. Now, you can already see this couple of lines over here. Travel can be a pain, but it doesn't have to be. With a little bit of planning and these 10 simple hacks, your next step can be a breeze. So the AI has already generated an introduction for your blog. But if you're not happy, you can always select the H1 or your title, and you can click on generate intro. But there are other ways of generating an introduction as well. You can use the instruct me feature, or as I'd like to use it, jump to templates, and let me jump to the instruct prompt, which is pretty much same as the instruct me feature you saw over there. Let me copy this text over here and ask the AI to write about this. Write an introduction about the topic. I mean, there are a number of ways you can actually generate a result, but yeah, this is one of the best ways, or I mean, the one way I like doing it. Yeah, of course, if you see this option, factually instruct or factual instruct feature, this is basically if you're writing something based on pretty like latest events, you can look into that. So yeah, I mean, I talked about generating an introduction. It has generated introduction for each of the points as well. But we don't want that. Write a brief introduction. I just want to look at a brief introduction. I mean, this is your complete article over here, right? So you can just copy and paste the whole thing. But yeah, I wanted a brief one, so I can copy text, or I can just select over here and ask it to add to editor. Pretty good, pretty good. Meanwhile, I can, if I want, you can, I mean, you can remove it and you can keep generating results. So yeah, you have the introduction over here, and of course you have all these options. We can, of course we can, I mean, look into these. But if you do not have these options, if you don't want to go with the subheadings, what you can do is just select the heading, your title, and you have another feature which is called listicle outline. So the listicle outline feature, as the name suggests, is used to generate outlines for your listicle, or basically listicle points. So we input the headline and input the keyword or description, which I have kept the same. 10 hacks. So we are looking at 10. I guess we have to correct. Yeah, 10 travel hacks. And yeah, let's see what the AI comes up with. Okay, so we have 8 results over here, and yeah, you can totally copy them or add them to editor. And if you're not satisfied, of course, you can click on the generate button once again, and the AI will generate the results again. So hoping this time we get 10 results or maybe more. Let's see what the AI comes up with. What do we have? So yeah, I mean, these are 10 results. Pretty good, pretty good. Save money by eating at local restaurants. Of course, you can totally elaborate on these points. I mean, this is one of the ways to generate your content for listicles. So once you've selected them, I'll not choose for this video. I'll explore on these different topics. But yeah, you can jump back by clicking on Open Blog Wizard. You have all these things over here. And one of the things, book accommodation wisely. This is your H2 tag, as you can see over here. Just click on it and you have all these options. You can click on generate intro, which will open up a tab over here. So you have book accommodations wisely. If you want, you can input your own keywords or maybe some context you wish to add, or AI has some suggestions which you can select. Make sure to plan your trip so that you don't have to worry about things that are okay. This looks good during the peak season. I mean, this is pretty good. Okay, this is pretty good as well. Select all the relevant bits, and once you're done, I mean, you can either write your own or select the suggestions. Just click on generate, and the AI will generate an introduction for your blog. So as you can see, the AI is already writing it in the background. By following these tips, you can find the perfect place to stay on your next trip. Of course, I mean, if you wish to write about more in depth about booking accommodations, you can, of course, you can create a subheading kind of thing, H3, and explore that thing. Meanwhile, before I look into these points, I'll also like to calculate my semantic SEO score. It'll show you all the relevant results. When you're talking about a topic like travel hacks 2022, you'll find, you'll find the top topics, right? You'll find, if you search on Google, you'll find these top questions which people also ask. So it basically shows your content score based on those questions. So if your content is scoring, I mean, if your content answers those questions, the chances of your content doing well on the search engine is pretty good. So it will calculate your semantic SEO score. Just give it a few seconds. Meanwhile, we can go ahead with the topic. So yeah, you can follow the similar stuff. You can click on generate intro. I mean, it's pretty cool. You can save a ton of time. But just for this video, I'd like to show you a couple of other ways you can do that. Another one of my favorite features is the headline intro feature. As you can see, this is the headline, right? Let me remove this earlier headline. Travel on specific days, or choose the right time to travel. I mean, this is pretty cool as well. Now this is the topic. Let me choose a context, travel hacks. Okay, so it's just to give the AI some context. If I choose the right time to travel, AI doesn't know. But if I tell it that use it in a sentence, like using the context, like if we're talking about travel hacks. So once you're done, click on generate intro, and the AI should suggest you 3 results over here. And whichever results is like something relevant to you, you can look at those. So if you're planning a trip, it's important to choose the right time to travel. Here are some travel hacks to help you plan your travel during off peaks. You'll save money on crowds. Check weather. I mean, this is a listicle on its own. I mean, definitely I'm adding this up. Here are some, just doing some formatting. Check the weather. Plan your trip. You'll have fun. Okay, ask locals. Always a good advice. Locals know the best. Pretty good. I mean, this is a listicle on your own. Of course, if you wish to, I mean, generate an introduction again, pretty simple, right? Just click on it. This time I won't select any of the suggestions. Just to give you an idea, I mean, it's always better if you provide more context to AI, but I mean, you can totally go the blank route as well. I mean, no need to select. But of course, I'd suggest always choose a relevant suggestion. Okay, okay, this is pretty good. I mean, looking at an introduction. So yeah, this is about that. You have all these different points. Again, it's pretty simple, right? What you got to do. Let me jump back to the blog wizard. You can click on it. I mean, this is the place where you can see all your standalone features, some of the custom features as well, which I've created. But yeah, these are your standalone features. But if you want to access the in-editor feature, you got to jump back to your blog wizard, as you can see over here. Okay, so oh, by the way, I think my semantic score is gone because I jumped out. No worries. I mean, it calculates for every time, right? We are generating content. Our score might be down at the moment, but yeah, after completing the whole thing, it should get back up. So pretty simple, right? You just follow the similar step, generate intro. I'll again ask the AI, get a dedicated travel credit card. That's a cool tip. Having a travel credit card. Okay, this is again a very cool tip. In addition, travel cards offer bonuses. I mean, this is again, this is like your whole paragraph in itself. Just giving AI the context. I mean, if you don't want to write yourself, just select the relevant bits. Of course, it will not write the exact same thing. It'll write along the same lines, just taking it as a context. Okay, so we have the semantic score as well. Meanwhile, let's check. What you can do is you can expand on it. And these are the top questions, right? You'll find the 8 questions: travel tips and tricks, best travel hacks for flying, top 5 travel hacks on airplanes, travel hacks to save money on flights. These are your own, like you can write an individual blogs on these topics in itself. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, these are the top rated content pieces. This suggests that our score is D, right? So competitor score, the one which is ranking, it has a score A. So there's a score for improvement. Again, similar for this one. So for improvement, and to be fair, we haven't written anything at the moment. There's of course there's score for improvement. Then you see the score for all competitors. I mean, if you're looking at a particular result, what is the best traveling advice for 2022? You have all these top results. This is your score D, and these are your competitive scores. Of course, if you score better, you score A in every scenario, your chances of ranking is pretty good. So semantic SEO is basically creating content around a topic, which is kind of very helpful, right? If a person is searching for traveling, they'll also be searching for ways to save money and ways to enjoy their traveling experience more. So just looking at creating those content pieces basically ensures that your content does well. So semantic ranking, you can see the top article has a score of 72. And we are at number 8 at the moment, just looking at the semantic ranking of a blog. So of course we need to push our score up just to compete with these different blogs for this particular topic, which is travel hacks 2022. And again, pretty simple, right? Travel on specific days. This time, let me just copy this thing and instruct the AI, write about why traveling on specific days is okay, let me just copy this bit. Why about traveling about specific days is a cool travel hack you need to know before planning. I mean, just out of blue, let's see what the AI writes about that. Click on generate. There are, I mean, as I told you, right, there are many ways to generate content. You have all different standalone features. Okay, here are some tips on how to do it. Pretty good. Travel during off-peak hours. I mean, this point is kind of similar to this one, but it's just to give you an idea, right? You can totally select your own points. As you can see in the research section, I'll just show you in a moment that there are blogs which are writing about around 50 different travel hacks. I mean, that's a proper travel hack kind of scenario. You can look at all these different hacks, right? So what's this? 30 travel hacks. Then you have, of course, 51 travel hacks, 52 travel hacks. So yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, you can totally look for inspiration from these different blogs, and of course, you can look into expanding. So we are almost at 700 words. And of course, if you want to generate an intro, pretty simple, right? Okay, this looks good as well. Maybe not, maybe not. Okay, anyhow, let's keep it. Ask the AI to generate. It'll generate in the background. Just give it a few seconds. Meanwhile, I'll also walk you down the other different. Okay, so it's generating for the same thing. It's got an idea. Again, it's similar like tricks like the ones mentioned below. What I'll do is I'll integrate these tricks with the ones above. Remove the ones which are common. So what do we have? Okay, the AI is still writing tricks. So what I'll do, I'll just keep the 7. Remove the ones which created earlier. Looking at other points, you have, of course, you have these 9-10 points which we can explore. But yeah, meanwhile, I also like to show you different features. So if you look at popular keywords, you have all these different keywords. Same story. I mean, if you wanna generate content for some of the like particular keywords, travel in 2022, maybe you're looking at creating a conclusion or something along those lines. Walking tour, free flight. So you can select 3 keywords and basically select them, and the AI will generate content around these 3 keywords. So just watch out for these keywords. Okay, walking tour. We have this keyword over here. Let's see. Travel in 2022. Okay, this is not yet written. Okay, I'll ask the AI to write again. Walking tour is where is walking tour and free flight. This is here. Walking tour is here. So the 2 keywords have been used in the sentence. Again, I'll ask the AI, but this time let me remove the latter keywords and just ask the AI to travel in 2022 and travel plans, travel partners. We have these 3 keywords. AI will generate content again. So the point is that if you wish to use some particular keywords, you can totally input them in the Unstuck Me feature, and the AI will generate content. I mean, it's possible that the AI might not generate, like, use the exact keywords. I'll tell you why. Because it has to make sense as well, right? So, I mean, it has used the same keywords, travel plans. Yeah, travel in 2022, it did end up using that keyword. Travel plans, yeah, so a lot of keywords, as you can see. So yeah, my point was that if you look at it, like international travel is possible again by 2022. I mean, it'll write along those lines, maybe not the same keyword, but yeah, in this scenario, it did happen to write, use the same keyword. So you can use the Unstuck Me feature. Write more is pretty simple. I mean, once you are writing about this feature, like for instance, this one, if you're planning on traveling with friends, just click on write more. I mean, the AI will write more. Basically, it'll complete the sentence and keep writing more. With friends or family, ask them to join on your adventure. If you're hoping to explore a new city, pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, of course, it'll keep on writing. This is like, this feature is a turbocharged kind of thing. It'll keep on writing. Yeah, so I think it's pretty simple. It's using the same philosophy, right? Just let me just complete it as fast as I can. Let me just add. Maybe I'll pause this video and I'll finish this section pretty much using the similar features. And before I finish the whole thing, I'll show you the meta description, summary, and conclusion generator as well. Okay. after this feature. I'll quickly jump in and finish all these things while I pause this video. Pretty good. I mean, these are pretty cool points. Pretty good. As you can see, this is a pretty cool point. So what I'll do is for this video, I'm saving some time and I'll just finish these different points and I'll jump right to the meta description and summary and conclusion. So see you in just a few seconds. Okay, so what I've done is I've completed the blog. I've added a point and removed a point as well. So I mean, these are 12 hacks that we have mentioned. Of course, you can write 40, 50, even more travel hacks, as many hacks as you want. Use a pretty simple formula, generate an intro, and basically expanded on the content using these features. So of course, now that we have the blog, it's almost 1900 words. And to be honest, it would have taken around half an hour, to be very honest, to generate this content. Okay, so we have the content. I have it formatted. Looks pretty good. So what's the next step? I mean, once you're done, you wish to generate a meta description, a conclusion, and a summary if you want. So first the summary, first the conclusion. I'm afraid, yeah. So conclusion. We have the context ready. So what's the context? Basically, you can add your own, or what you can do is the AI will look at the introduction, the first paragraph or the first few paragraphs. So what you can do is you have your conclusion. If you're not happy, of course, you can look at other stuff. So giving you an idea, I mean, you can jump to summary, or if you're not happy, you can again ask the AI to generate an introduction. And conclusion, a conclusion. So yeah, I mean, this one is kind of smaller. So yeah, I mean, you will find kind of a CTA or maybe some kind of a statement which induces some action. Please share them in the comments below. Be sure to try to find a few tips. Yeah, I mean, you can add these. Thanks for reading. I hope these travel hacks. Yeah. If you have any other tips, please. Okay, it comes in naturally. Okay. Of course, you can also use a summary feature. Summary, again, just click on it once you're done writing the content. And if you want to create a summary, which you want to share on your social media platform, or maybe on your social media post, or maybe on your email newsletter, you can do that. So this is your content. Of course, you can format it and you can share it with your audience. This is a brief article. So you have these points over here, your top points. So yeah. So this was basically the summary feature. I mean, you also have this content below. Let me remove this bit. So you also have this content below we generated using the Unstuck Me feature. And you can, of course, write content about all these different keywords, the popular keywords, as you can see over here. You can write about those, and yeah, and if you want to talk about this competition, you can look for ideas. But yeah, after you've done, maybe you want to generate some meta description. Pretty simple. Let's ask the AI to generate. I haven't added any context, but yeah, it'll still look at my introduction or my title, my H1. And it'll generate a meta description. So let me just write meta description, and here we go. Okay, 12 travel hacks you need to know before you plan your text from finding the best deals. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, I mean, if you're still looking for ideas, we still have the semantic SEO feature. Let me ask the AI to recalculate. The score should be a bit better. I mean, it was 42 earlier, but we hadn't completed the whole blog. But yeah, it should be around 66.5. Pretty good. I mean, if you can still talk about these different topics, you can talk about traveling advice, travel hacks. This is like similar. So of course, we can go a bit deeper inside this topic. Travel hacks to save money on flights. Of course, you can look at the flights bit as well. Yeah, I mean, there's an opportunity here as well. Opportunity, why? You've seen the thing improvement, but opportunity because the top ranking article hasn't mentioned anything as well. So if you can get your content to an A or B, your content will start ranking for this particular keyword. Best travel hacks for flying, pretty good. I mean, there's scope for improvement. Yeah, so that's that. So yeah, this is these are the features. You can, of course, if you want to include some facts, you can do that. There are other features as well. I mean, I just show you a hint. I mean, you can, of course, you don't have to create a list, right? What you can do, what you can do is pretty simple. If you wish to generate a list, right? Mention a few tips on how to book accommodation wisely. Just select the text. You want to generate some questions about it, you can do that. I mean, these are your subheadings as well. But let's ask the AI to create a list. Of course, you can check for plagiarism as well, rephrase the content, add bullet points, fact check. You can do all that. So create a list. Let's do that. Create a list. And the AI should create a list. Use a reputable site. Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, these are good results. These are really good results. I'm not sure if there are any particular facts. Let's write Mount Everest. What should I write? Mount Everest. December is the best time to climb Mount Everest. I mean, this shouldn't be a correct statement because of the weather at that time. But yeah, if you check for facts, the AI should let you know that this statement isn't factually correct. So let's just see. False. As you can see, the best time to climb Mount Everest is from late April to end of May each year. And you will find different results, right? You can totally include these results in your blog and link to them. Late April, early May. Yeah. Everest Base Camp. Of course, you have different things mentioned. Of course, yeah. So you can look at these, and if you have any statement which you think might not be correct, or I mean you wish to verify, you can use a feature. So how to verify? You can click on claim detection feature. So it will highlight all the different points which the AI thinks that needs to be checked for factual accuracy. Meanwhile, as you can see, your reading score is pretty good. I mean, it's the average is 69, and you have the word count as well. The minimum was 2007. We've just crossed that. Of course, you can write some more. The more the merrier, right? So again, your score is pretty good as well. So yeah, I mean, of course, they can take advantage of booking sites like Airbnb. It just wants you to verify that, okay, is this legit? Of course, we know this is legit. Check company offered by, again, a general statement. We can ignore this bit. Avoid traveling on Fridays as Fridays tend to be busy. Of course, we can check for the statement. I mean, different countries might have different days. So, okay, so you get the idea, right? Whatever statement you see, you can simply select the statement and check for factual accuracy. That easy. The next thing you can do is you can look at these things. You want to export your content, just click on it and you'll have your Word doc in your download section. And if you want to share your content piece, it's pretty simple. We have a ton of integrations available. You can share on your HubSpot CMS. I haven't integrated it at the moment, but yeah, you can share it on Ghost, on your Medium CMS, your HubSpot CMS, and of course, if you want to connect it using a custom integration like Zapier or your Pabbly, so you can do that. I mean, you can totally integrate them and share your content directly to your blog. And if you want to share this link to your friends, family, or whoever wants to read it, you can just copy the link and share it with them. So what will happen is, let me just paste the link and you'll find your content. This is the self-hosted blog. You can see the content over here. And anyone who wants to read, they can read it over here. And I guess that is pretty much it about this video. It's been a pretty long video, but I'm pretty sure it's been pretty helpful. 2000 words in what, 30-40 minutes. And I mean, try it yourself. You can check out different things which are mentioned over here. You can explore all these different features, different integrations, everything. and generate awesome content for your blog. I mean, there are tons of niches. You can explore all these different niches, generate content for them. So thank you so much for watching, and stay awesome.